As an investor in equities, you understand that there are no guaranteed returns, right? So there's no guaranteed returns. So market could go up, market could go down. The share that you buy may go up in a falling market, or the share that you buy may go down in a rising market. All these things happen, especially for individual investors. If you are trying to accumulate money for your 1-year-old child, to which you will require when he or she is 18 years of age, just don't bother about stop loss. Just do maybe indexing, or in a good fund you do your SIP, and just don't bother. In fact, if the market goes down, you buy more, because you know that the index will not go to zero. Having said that, when you're an individual stock player, then you need to have something called a stop loss. I'll just come to in a minute to stop loss, because any share could fall permanently and just stay there. So you have bought a share at 100 rupees, and you, since you're an investor, your stop loss is at 75 rupees and not at 90 rupees. For like a trader might have it at 95 or 97 or something like that, saying, okay, I don't know, something is happening, it is going against my decision, so I will sell off. But as an individual investor investing in direct equity, you may keep it a little lower, you may keep it at 80 or something like that, saying, okay, but I am now going to talk about stop loss in active investors. Definitely need stop loss, right? If you are an active trader, you need very tight stop losses. If you are an active investor who is taking delivery and holding on to the shares, then you need slightly a broader stop losses, maybe a 20%. Like you bought it at 100, you have your stop loss at 80 or 75 or something like that. So of course, if you are a long-term investor, you don't have to bother about having a stop loss in an index. Like I said, index can't go to zero. So what exactly is a stop loss, right? So that's where we start. And sorry, but a stop loss, let me quote the definition. A stop loss is a broker placed order to sell a security once it hits a specified price, primarily to limit potential losses. If you bought a share at say 50 rupees and you set the stop loss at 40 rupees, the shares will be automatically sold off if the stock drops to 40 rupees, right? So very clearly today technology allows you to say, I bought it at 50, you can put the stop loss at 40, which means it will not just sell off saying, oh, the price is above 40, let me sell. It will sell only on the way down at 40. It will not sell it at 41, it will not sell it at 40.95, 40.05, but the minute it hits 40, it will sell it off. It is as simple as that. So even if you are a value investor, stop loss can be valuable, because at some stage you say, maybe I'm in a value trap. Maybe this company has fantastic potential, but I don't know how it will be realized. The company has fantastic amount of real estate, but I don't know when it will sell off. So if you know somebody in the real estate business, or you know somebody who can influence the state government or central government, and they are telling you this is going to happen, then there is a value unlock. If you do not know how there is going to be a value unlock, there's a good chance that it will be a value trap. But some shares could just correct for a reason or for another reason. So it's very difficult to say why it is correcting. So if you get a feeling that this is a value trap, I'm only getting dividends and there is going to be no great value unlock, you should sell off. I mean, very many companies have looked like a value buy and done nothing for 5 years. Reliance has done that, Hindustan Unilever has done that, IBM has done that, Nike has done that. Every company has gone through that 4-5 year phase when you think, why is it that what I know in the market about this share, others don't know why? So you can fret, fume, scream, write about it, talk about it, but it just doesn't move. So is it a value trap? Maybe you just get rid of it. Nike was a value trap for a long period of time, right? So it used to pay decent dividends, but price just didn't go up. So in such cases, what do? Or do you just keep buying? You say, okay, I think Nike is a good share to buy, so I'll buy Nike. Why am I giving foreign examples? Because at least Nike is not listed in India. I don't want to say Tata Power is a value buy or Tata Motors is a value buy. Both are not, but I'm just saying I didn't want to give Indian examples, so I just gave Nike as an example. So look at Nike. It says a 10-year average PE of 36.29. That's been the average PE, and currently it's at 22, right? So I could be a little wrong, but which is much lower than the historical average, and it is not really cheap, but then it is low, right? And the highest that I have seen, the Nike share is at 75 PE, when it had a price of $134 and earnings of just $1, something like that, right? So Nike could be still in a value trap, but at some stage you want to sell off and say, okay, this is my stop loss and I will not do anything further. Stop loss limits my downside, but also minimizes the opportunity cost of potentially missing out something else. I could take that money and do something else. Like I have always said that I never sell a share, I only switch. I sell A to buy B, so I'm not selling it. Of course, sometimes I could be selling it just because it's not worth holding, that's a different thing, but largely I sell because I find a better opportunity. Obviously, that is another reason why I could be selling. Now I'm coming to something else. I'm saying, do you keep stop loss in real life also? Let's say you're playing a game, you're playing cards with your friends, and you keep for yourself a limit saying 3,000 rupees or 10:30. I need to leave, I need to leave, I need to go home, I need to sleep, because tomorrow morning 6 o'clock I'm going for a run. So that's your stop loss, right? Stop loss is 3,000 rupees or 10:30. So at 10:25, if you have lost 2,000 rupees, chances are you will say, okay, I got 5 more minutes, but it is very addicting. So if you don't keep your stop losses the way the market keeps its stop losses, it doesn't mean anything. But yes, stop loss can work in real life also. Where all does it work? Well, it works when you might say, well, if this person does not call back for 5 of my calls, I just stop that friendship. That's it. I mean, it's easy to say, oh, friends keep in touch only when they need, which is true for all of us, but some friends you keep in touch immaterial of what they do. But some people at the periphery, you say, okay, I'll not talk to them, or I have to end relationships, right? Especially when you reach my age, you need to have a few relationships well nurtured and cancel 5,000 friends on Facebook, 4,000 connections on LinkedIn. You can't deal with everybody. So some of that you have to cut off, and this could be a stop loss saying, this is what I will do. Stop loss when your company is not growing, right? You say, okay, my company is growing, so I'm making money, or you say my company is just not growing, so I have no opportunity. So stop loss another 1 year, and if the company is making losses and not growing, not doing anything, I'll go. So again, stop loss in your careers. You can do stop loss with prospective clients. I do that very regularly. If somebody calls up, I used to do it very regularly. Somebody calls up and says, I want to make this investment, I want to do this training or something like that. And they would sound very earnest because somebody has referred them or things like that. And then my cutoff would be 3 calls. So I would call them once, I would send them a WhatsApp and call them up again. Not counting the WhatsApp as a call, I would call them again, and then maybe they were not in a position to pick up, maybe they forgot or something like that. Or send a WhatsApp or send an email and then call once more, which means maximum of 3 calls. After that, it's not my job to call them. If they really are interested, they'll come back to me. Some people come back after 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, right? So it does happen. So stop loss with potential clients or prospective clients can also happen. Stop loss in your in some activity which you're doing. You say, okay, I take a bunch of books, put it in a bag and leave it there. If for 6 months, 8 months I have not touched it, I start giving away the books. Same thing for clothes. If you have not missed it for 6 months or 8 months, it means you don't need it, right? So that is stop loss of cleaning up your house. Stop loss in the business. You say, okay, I'll launch this product. If this product does not sell, I'll stop loss. One company which is brilliant in doing that is Hindustan Unilever, which is completely driven by Excel sheets saying, in this place we will launch this soap, it should sell so many pieces, or it should sell so many grams, or it should sell shampoo or tea, whatever. And they would take small pockets, one in South India, one in North India, and say, if it does not meet these standards, we will not launch the product. So again, stop loss saying, I don't want to do an all India launch and look foolish. It's not about money, it's about looking foolish, right? So these are all places where you can use your stop loss. And I mean, it's not just the markets where you're using stop loss, you're using stop loss in real life also. Thank you.